we could do the, oh, I'm gonna die from tiredness thing to see how that goes.
Just see. I'm sitting outside my tent trying my best to make sense of Kibbles' comic.
Oh!
Andy!
I'm starting to throw these shits from my balcony. I hope cops don't get so hard today. I fucking
I fucked dogs. He's throwing shit off your balcony.
Oh, what?
God damn it,
Thanks
Andy.
very much, Andy,
fucking
for
wheel, man.
another donation.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
enjoy your spin. Let's hope it isn't so. It isn't so.
No, that's off the wheel.
Oh, it is hot.
Hot
though.
time.
Hey, sexy ladies. Sex, 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 sex.
There we go.
Sexy ladies.
I'm worried because this is the sad music when like sad intense things are happening. Like when I met the cat with 2 different colored eyes and she was begging me not to give her the medicine. So I'm worried now. I have like goosebumps. I'm sitting outside my tent trying my best to make sense of Kibbles' comic. I'm desperately hoping for something, anything that I understand enough to talk to him about. I gotta do some things, gonna be lurky.
Thank you very much, Kiva.
Alright, Kiva.
Enjoy the lurk.
Hype, 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 hype.
Hot. Hey, baby.
Yeah, tip hype. It's no use. Just as I'm giving up, I see Kibbles approaching from the forest. Kibbles, what are you doing here? I figured you'd have finished my comic by now and you'd be ready to go through it with me? Oh, yeah, sure. It was complicated, just like you said.
Oh, Pan, yeah.
I knew you wouldn't get it. Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't really understand very much at all. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Kibbles sits down next to me and flips the comic open on the first page. It's semi-autobiographical, my memoirs, if you will. From what I can remember, anyway. This page is about my parents.
Crams.
Crams! Kibbles points to a pair of red paw prints. This is my earliest memory. My mum and dad sitting together while I played in the garden. He turns the page. This one just has 1 red paw on it. Money was tight, so Mum worked a lot of overtime.
In a cocktail bar.
It was just me and Dad most of the time. This next bit is about when I started high school. Food Doritos? The page is chaotic. Bright smudges and scratches cover every inch. I didn't really fit in at high school. Kibbles gestures to a page with a big scratch from top to bottom. This is the day where Troy started pushing me around. Look at this bit. A thick black substance covers the paper. I'm worried about what it might signify. This is my happiest memory. Sitting alone by myself in my room reading comics.
See you soon, Jack.
Kibbles flips to a more colorful page. This is when Dad started taking me to the comic store after school. It was like a whole new world for me.
A whole new world.
I'd lost interest in the commercial stuff. It started to feel lamestream to me. I discovered manga. It was much more on my level. Way more intellectual. Sammy is gone.
Hiding in the background.
Kibbles turns page after page explaining the significance of the manga he'd read and how they shaped him and helped him escape from his problems. Kibbles, I think this is great, the way you're opening up to me. It's a real privilege. Suppose. I've thought about it lots and wondered if I should ask. Ask what? Were you originally human? I mean, were you catified? He's lowered the comic and is looking at me with an expression of incredulity. I can't believe you just asked me that. I'm sorry, you don't have to answer. Are you actually joking? This whole comic is about my transition and stuff. What were you reading? If I wasn't originally human, how would I have a manga collection that would make any otaku proud? How would I be able to read even? Bucket paid 6 respects. Lol. Yes, of course I knew. I was asking more about how it happened. How, when, where, that stuff. He's fixed his eyes back on the page. Can't tell you. Too soon? Well, obviously not. We're looking at my entire existence here. I feel a little foolish.
As you should.
I just can't remember. Only bits. But it keeps getting less, like it's fading in the sun. I feel his frustration, and direct us back to the safety of reading. It's okay. This is great. It documents everything. Finally, he turns to the last spread, the one I'd been avoiding as the pages were stuck together. He pries them apart carefully so as not to tear anything. It's a type of collage. He's used bits of chewed up plants to stick down various objects. Amongst the colorful markings, there's a panel from my copy of Kanashi Boy, some sweet wrappers, and in the center, the unremarkable pebble, the one that Kibbles claimed he was looking for the first night we met in the clearing. It has a blue and a green paw print on it.
It's gonna tell him it's the moment we met each other.
Kibbles, this is beautiful. This page is about you.
Who'd have guessed?
Me? Yeah, well, us. Us. What about us? You and me, our story. You wrote a story about us? No, the story that we are. That is, I want. Ugh! Take your time, Kibbles. Count to 10. Use your words. I'm not a kid. Don't patronize me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I was trying to help. It's just confusing. I don't know what to say, because I don't know what I feel. About what? About this. Kibbles angrily jabs the comic with his claw until it hooks into the paper and he can't unstick himself. Do you need help, or I don't really want to be patronizing? Kibbles finally tears his paw free and looks me directly in the eye and blurts out one word. Anal. Love! I'm not sure I even fully heard him correctly, but I'm frightened to ask him to repeat himself, so I take a punt. Love? Maybe. Kibbles, I may be a very clever scientist, but I can't read minds. You're gonna have to tell me what it is you're trying to say. Maybe I might have love feelings. Possibly.
Tamer 400, thank you very much for the host.
Thank you.
But, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the host.
Hi! Hi, how are you? How's your Friday? How was your week?
So, I mean, welcome back.
Well, yeah.
We have met. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
It's okay. Maybe I might have love feelings. Possibly. For you, I think. Oh. I do too, Kibbles. Yeah. Well, that's good. It is? Yes, because I maybe might have love feelings possibly for you, I think, too.
Oh, shit.
You might?
Let's get some pussy action.
I do. Yes, so do I. Definitely, I think. Kibbles looks like he doesn't quite know what to do next. So I bend down and we share an affectionate nuzzle. He purrs loudly, and then he bites my arm and runs away because he's a cat.
You got work later on today, and it's cold.
Oh no! Yeah, it's an icy one here as well.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you stay nice and warm. Just get like a hot water bottle and stuff it down your pants. Unless you work as like a male model, then you know.
Then it'll help. Like, oh yeah. Oi, where do you think you're going? And I chase him through the forest. Meow, meow, meow.
Relationship goals.
Oh yeah, we did it. Why was Floofy Butt so hard?
Because we just weren't pushing enough for him.
Yeah, and he wanted us to eat a seagull.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do that, but next time I will. I totally will.
Totally eat a seagull. What can I say?
I've got to focus on finding an antidote. It's time to run some tests on myself and get things moving faster. I'm running out of time. Floofy Butt!
Yeah, Floofy Butt was so hard to date.
We did him yesterday and failed. You're gonna have to try him again another time. So was it McMurphy in the beginning who said, like, I feel like you're the one who's gonna do... You're gonna do well.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe this chapter is the one where you can actually win if you're good.
If you're actually good. Thank you very much for the loots.
I've been devoting all the time I can spare to working on an antidote for the catification process.
Oh, it was a cat catastrophe.
Lurky loots, Kiva.
Thank you very much, Kiva, for the load.
Oh, bada bang. Although it's not an entire failure, progress is slow, and I'm concerned that I may be running out of time. It's time I did some more tests on myself to record how the virus is progressing in me, and what effects it's having on my body. That should give me some idea of how much time I have left, before it becomes too difficult to hide the problem from other people. What happened, Sammy?
Did you go for an exercise? Or are you hiding in the bushes?
Adrilli, are you doing a drum roll?
Badumch. I think there's a badumch more than anything.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I'm sneaking around in the middle of the night because
sneaking around.
I can't risk getting found out by Professor Pauper or the Marigolds. Jack says Lutz is being a butt
I can
today.
see a Jack loot. It should be coming through at some point.
The only person likely to check up on what I'm doing at this hour is Zane, the security guard, and I'm confident that he won't have a clue what any of this stuff means. I start by taking my own blood. Never an easy thing, but trying to find a vein when you're also trying not to look is very tricky indeed. I wouldn't be able to do it, I can tell you that right now. It takes several missed stabs
Thank you very much,
before I
Miz.
get it right. Oh, thank you, Miz. Drum roll. That's 2 drums. 2 drums is a drum roll. Don't worry, Crollo are just in some pieces. Oh, Sammy.
No, Crowley loves you.
It finally accepted my loot. Hello, Shadow Snake. Hello,
Welcome back.
how are
you
you?
doing? Boom. If no one
good
else
to
is
see
here
you.
and wants to get 100 crumbs and help us out, retweet this tweet.
It takes several missed stabs to get it right, and I take as much as I dare without making myself feel woozy. I take saliva swabs from the inside of my mouth, inside my nostrils, in my ears, and finally from my groin area. I seal each swab in its tube and label them 007. Corny, I know, but it makes me smile. I'm also pretty certain no one will pay much attention to the numbers. Everything is numbered around here, so you tend to go blind to any number that isn't the particular one you're looking for. Next, I tweeze out individual hairs from my head, eyebrows, arms, legs, and groin. Each hair is prepared and placed onto a microscope slide. Finally, the retweets, yeah. Finally, I take clippings from my finger and toenails. Some I prepare onto slides, some I put into test tubes for testing reactivity to various agents. I'm quite sleepy by the time I've prepared all my specimens, and I'm starting to think maybe I should freeze this lot and call it a night, when I hear something moving around outside. I go and poke my head out, but it's too dark to see anything. Hello?
Hello.
Nothing.
Ducks are gonna go do some human things. Love you guys. Yes, epic and funny. Thank you very much.
Alright, Dylan.
I hope you have a good day. And guys, please follow the wonderful Dylan. Because Dylan's a wonderful thing. He's bouncy, fun. The most wonderful thing about Dylan is you can
He's
follow
the
him
one.
by here. He streams on Twitch. There you go. Click him up. Click him up. Playing Pant Coaster last. Apparently badly, but either way. Sims. He does Simsy things too, guys.
Is somebody there? Do you want something? Was he grabbing his front tail? This place can be very creepy sometimes. The little diversion has made me feel much more alert, and with my second wind, I decide to press on with my testing.
Well, thank you very much, Pan.
654, 654, 65.